and welcome to another episode of Draw With Me, where we put 10 minutes on the clock and try and draw as much as we possibly can. Now, it is a personal challenge, so whether you're drawing heads, torsos, full body, doing pencils, inks, color, drawing with pencils, markers, pastels, digital tools, it does not matter as long as you are pushing yourself to try and get to the next level in your artistic journey. Now, the one thing that we do together is we draw the same character, and we are going to continue with mayhem and villainy this month, and our character today is Carnage. Now, if you do not know how to draw Carnage, that is perfectly fine. Just go ahead and hit the pause button on this video, go grab your reference and your materials, and when you are ready, just come on back, and then we will get started. All right, well, welcome back. I'm going to go ahead and put 10 minutes on the clock. And we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so Carnage. Alright, so I realized one of the things is that I'm getting too, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to draw a little bit. And, you know, I don't actually, I'm not actually trying to beat the clock. So I'm going to try and draw a little bit faster today. Try to. No guarantees. But, okay, so Carnage. As I said in my last video, I like Carnage more than I like Venom. Because he's a bad guy. But that's his MO. He's like, I am a crazy bad guy. And so I like that when they're willing to just make people bad guys, you know? So we're gonna drop his mouth just a little bit. Come up here. Okay, so Carnage is the symbiote offspring, well, at least in the comics, the symbiote offspring of Venom, right? And the crazy part about Venom is that he attached himself to an actual serial killer, and so Carnage is bananas. Like, there's really like nothing about Carnage that will be construed into being a good guy. He is crazy, right? And I did personally enjoy the fact that they did that. They're like, no, Carnage is crazy. He is a crazy, crazy dude. And therefore, you know, you just have to kind of, you're going to have to deal with his bananas. And he was able to form, like, and Venom started doing this too, which, you know, it's one of the things that I hate when they're like, oh, this character is now too strong, right? And it's like, oh, dude, you can't have him be so much better than Venom, right? And so, but Carnage was able to like form things out of his body, right? And he was able to just make weapons from his actual symbiote, and it would disintegrate, right? So it was like you couldn't actually just take it and be like, oh, well, I'm going to use your weapon against you. It's like, no, it would just disintegrate afterwards. Which I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, right? And they made him into this really cool bad guy. And when he debuted and he was in this series, man, they could not stop him. And he was just killing people left and right. And I thought that was, to be honest, I was like, oh my goodness, this is really, like, they're really putting this out there. Like, he is a bona fide psycho killer. Which I was like, all right, Spider-Man, let's see what you got, right? And so Spider-Man really had to kind of push himself, and it's like he had to push himself, and then he had to enlist freaking Eddie Brock. He had to enlist Venom to help him because he was just getting his butt kicked. And I was like, yeah. You know, I do like it when the heroes have to actually kind of try and fight. You know, just like not everything is just so easy peasy for them. So I was super excited to see that. So that was fun. But of course, he got beat. And then he came back, and he had like a super team of villains, which was also fun, right? And I was like, oh, I think Carnage has always been the one that people had to worry about, right? Like, there was never a time when Carnage showed up and nobody was worried about what was gonna happen. Like, everyone freaked out when it was like, oh no, Carnage. Oh no, we don't want him here. And I thought that was also something that was really cool, was that you were actually able to have a bad guy who required people's attention instead of like, oh, Spider-Man's got it, and that was it. Like, oh, Spider-Man's got it, he'll be alright. It was almost like, no, man, I need your help, because he's a problem. Don't exactly know if there's, how much more lore there is with Carnage, like, because there's been a lot, and he keeps coming back. I know they had Absolute Carnage here a while ago, and the problem is that I can be honest, I haven't bought comics in a while, mostly because there's no comic book store near me that's relatively close, so it's not convenient for me to try and get comics, but do kind of follow, like, I pay attention. I know that there's one that I really want. I'm really looking forward to the Punisher thing, right, where he's now the hand of, or he's the sword, I forgot what they called him, but anyway, he's like the leader of the Hand. And I thought that was cool. Mostly ninjas and stuff, but anyway, back to Carnage. I don't know. I just really enjoyed Carnage and his unpredictable mayhem. And I think that's what made him so appealing to me, was that you just did not know. Just had no clue about him. We're close. And considering he's only one color, we might actually might be able to finish him. Especially after, oh my goodness, we could definitely use a win after Venom. Venom was a pretty big disaster. You didn't even get the inks finished on that one. Okay, I'm here. Give him a little bit of something like that. Not too much time, but I think we have enough time to fill in a lot of these reds, so. Alright, so we should be good. Don't quote me on it, everyone. Keep pushing. Oh, I can even. shouldn't try and get fancy, but time, 1 minute. Sorry, I've only got a very short amount of time. Seconds. We can do this. 13. Bam, 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 bam. Done. Yep, done. Like, yep, done. It's like, yeah, done. Okay. These timed ones, I swear, you're just like, am I done? I'm done. I think I'm done. So luckily I was able to finish, and I think it was pretty easier because it was one color, right? It wasn't black. That's the big thing, because when it's all black, it just takes forever. Like, I don't know why, but filling in black, tough. But I hope that you were able to be successful in getting to where you wanted to get for your challenge today. If you did, fantastic, congratulations. If you didn't, don't worry about it. Keep pushing and you will get it in the next one. Now, if you are partaking in these challenges, I would love to see what you are doing. So please head on over to my Discord channel and join our community. And we would love to see what you're doing and how you're progressing. But if you'd rather stay on YouTube, completely understand. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you get notified every single time that I drop new content. Thank you all so very much, and I will see you at the next episode.